Okay, angles and parallel lines. So we're going to go over a couple of angle rules that deal with two parallel lines. So I've created two parallel lines here. There we go. Okay. As you can see, they're both horizontal, which means technically this is the symbol that shows things are parallel. Okay. So when you have two parallel lines, there are three types of angle patterns you can come up with. One of them is called alternating angles, and it's usually referred to as a Z pattern, where you create a Z. Okay, one is corresponding angles. I should turn that off. And it's usually called the F pattern. Okay, and then co-interior angles, which is usually called a C pattern. So each of them makes a letter to help you kind of remember the rules. With alternating angles, the two angles inside the Z are equal. Okay, so let's call this angle A and B. With alternating angles, angle A is equal to angle B. Okay, so that's our rule for alternating angles. For corresponding angles, let's call this angle, no, I already used that letter. We'll call it C and D. For corresponding angles, the angles on the bottoms of the legs of the F, is that a decent description? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Would also be equal. Okay, so angle C is equal to angle D, and angle E and angle F. For co-interior angles, it's a little different. So for alternating and corresponding, things are equal. For co-interior, the two angles add up to 180 degrees. So angle E plus angle F equals 180 degrees. Okay, so we would use that to solve some stuff. So maybe I'll quickly make a pairing here. So let's say, oh, I don't know, I have this idea, and I have this angle here. Let's say it's 30 degrees, and I need to find this angle here. We'll call it X. Which of the three rules would we use to solve that? Alternating. Yeah,
sorry.
That's right. So
and
this
it's
makes
30 degrees.
Perfect. This makes a Z pattern, which means these two are equal.
I just read it wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. X is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. What if I had something like this coming straight through it, and I needed to find this angle in here, call it angle Y, and I know that this is 90 degrees.
Also 90.
Also 90. What was the rule for that one?
That the two angles are equal.
Yeah, what letter do we make when we're doing that?
F.
Yeah, that's F, which is known as our corresponding angle. So we know that angle Y is equal to 90. Okay, and finally, let's close this off. And I'm going to tell you that this angle here is 85 degrees. And I want to know my angle Z, what Z is equal to. How would we solve that one? First of all, I guess, what is our rule for that? What's it called?
The two angles will, co-interior angles, and the two angles will equal up to 180.
Perfect.
So what you'll do is take away 85 from 180 and you get 95.
That's perfect. 180 minus 85 degrees, 95. Therefore, angle Z is equal to 95 degrees. And that makes a C pattern, or CF and Z. Okay. Does that make sense?